What's up, everybody? Top of the morning. About to get a little work underway. Haven't had a chance to paint in like maybe 7-8 months. I've just been being busy creatively by attending to business and for his work and getting this book together, for the youngins. And yeah, it's a children's book. I feel like we all should, once you know better, you should do better. And by that, if you effed up in life in the past and largely because you was young, then at some point in time when you feel like you know better, that you should, give back. And it's not like you got to give up your money. Sometimes it's smaller things like your time that can mean a lot to somebody who don't have nobody to even give them time. We could all find reasons to gripe or complain about what's going on in the world. Well, largely in part, it's going wrong because you allow it to go wrong. If it's your house, if it's how you manage your money, life, relationships, all that. We got to hold ourselves accountable before we can hold anybody else accountable. At least that's how I feel. And that's how I rock. It's about me being as real as I can to myself first. And that way I could then keep that same practice when I'm dealing with anybody and everybody else. This piece I'm working on, is near and dear to my heart. Because I come from a real beautiful but cold environment, like a lot of people, and through time and my decisions, I got out of there, not to mention God, because I don't care what nobody say. Ain't no person that gangster or whatever and feel that they made it out of there alive or was able to change their life without the help of a way bigger entity or power. And me, I'm going to say God. I'm just going to keep it like it is. So with that being said, I feel like because of how I live my life, I need to try to do something to be able to repent, one, and help the kids, man. Help the kids because, hate to sound hella cliche, but they are the future, And do we want the kids to continue making the same mistakes that we made? Or do we teach them up to be better than us? Me, I ain't never been a hater, so, if I can help anybody in any way possible, I will. That's just me. But I think it's something we all should strive to do at some point in time in our lives. It don't have to be a large number of people, but, if you reach one, you can teach one, and then that person do the same thing, pay it forward. I grew up in Richmond, California, and that's in the San Francisco Bay Area. And growing up in Richmond, it was fun. It was beautiful because it was the first place that I saw black business owners owning all kind of businesses. And when I say all kind, I mean all kind. And a lot of people who live there now, they don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? Due and largely in part to drugs. Drugs really tore the city up that I grew up in, and probably every other city, urban environment in America. So, I've been through a lot of stuff, seen it all, did it all, been around the corners, been to hell and back. But yeah, man, I feel like it was a need to make the book. You know what I mean? If I could, with the book, touch kids' life with some of the content and messages inside of it, then, that's a plus. You know what I mean? Because it's all about planting seeds. The children are soil, and we need to plant seeds in them so they can grow to be strong. And, a lot of it stems from not understanding or not knowing. You know what I mean? A person can only teach another person what they know. You know what I mean? Sometimes it takes an outside presence to come in and show something different. And I want to kind of be, something like that. You know what I mean? Be able to show another aspect of success. There's an atypical perception of black people and black men that's been portrayed, for a very long time. And I think we need to recognize that and then do something better, something different. So when there's a portrayal, people have something to compare it to. You know what I mean? Where they could be like, well, hell, call that out. That's a lie. So in my lifetime, I've seen and lost a lot of friends. And the piece I'm working on right now is, something to pay homage to that. Something to remind people, open people's eyes even, if they haven't experienced the pain. And going through what many of us have gone through in life. And most of it is never by choice. You know what I mean? You put somebody in a position, or if someone's put in a position and they're not really sure how to deal with it, and there's no guidance, then, this is where the disconnect will come from. And then you can't even blame them. You know what I'm saying? Because the person who was supposed to guide wasn't there to guide. And that in itself as well could be another case in point of the cycle. You know what I mean? It could be 3-4 generations of the same thing, not really having a choice. And a lot of you may not believe that a lot of people don't have choices, but until you lived in that environment, you should not. You cannot put your life on their life and expect it to be the same, because everybody's different and everybody grew up different. So that's the piece I'm working on now.